What's up, guys? You are welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much to my old subscribers for sticking with me. If this is your first time of coming across my videos, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, leave your comment and share. In this channel, I share my hair growth journey from the scratch. This used to be the length of my hair. My hair has gradually improved over time. The length has gradually increased, and this is the length of my hair now. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I make my hair rinse. It's very effective. It purifies the scalp and it prevents dandruff. It also makes the hair shine and prevents hair breakage. And most importantly, it improves hair growth. This natural product should be used once a month. Let's start by using a reference point to fetch some water into a spray bottle. You can use any container of your choice for this purpose. You've seen my reference point. After fetching the water is turned into a pot, a clean pot. This is rosemary. Rosemary is very good for hair growth. It improves blood circulation to the scalp and it promotes shyness, and as such, it improves hair growth. 2 tablespoons of rosemary will be used. This is one, then we'll add another one. The measurement of rosemary used is dependent of the amount of water that was measured in the beginning. Just use any reference point as your measurement. You will know the reason for this later on. Next, we place the pot on the fire and cover it up. We cover it up so that the flavor of the rosemary does not escape and so that there will be no much evaporation of the water from the mixture. We leave it on the fire until it boils. Immediately it boils, the fire is put off and the rosemary is left to cool down. The rosemary is left in the pot for few hours, let's say like 2 to 3 hours. Then after some time, you come back. By the time the boiling stops, you'll see that the rosemary is still floating on top of the water. You leave it. When it cools down after 2 to 3 hours, the color changes to dark purple as seen in the video. Now I'm just going to strain the water out of the leaf. For this purpose, no filter is needed because the rosemary naturally goes under the water. If you think you'll be more comfortable using a filter or a stocking, you could go ahead and use it. Now we've successfully separated the liquid from the solid. We are going to throw the solid part away while the liquid is used for the purpose it's meant for. This is the second time I strain it to make sure there is no particle left under the water. Next thing to add is the apple cider vinegar. Now you will know why the measurement was done in the beginning. 1/4 of that measurement of apple cider vinegar will be added to the spray bottle. This should be accurately measured so that the apple cider vinegar will not be too much for the preparation. That is our reference point. Let's not forget, whichever container you are using, whether a spray bottle or not, you create your own reference point. If you have a calibrated container, that is also good too. That is the best, in fact. Now we'll add our rosemary water to the apple cider vinegar up to the point where the measurement was in the beginning. You'll see that it will get exactly up to that measurement because while boiling the rosemary, some water evaporated. The next step is to cover it up and carefully turn the container to mix up the apple cider vinegar and the rosemary water. Before using this on my hair, I make sure it's very clean. My hair has been washed and cleaned, so I'll just wash my hair before showing you how I apply it on my hair to make sure my hair is clean, my scalp is clean. Now it's time to apply it. You could choose to pour it on your hair in the shower, but I prefer using my spray bottle so that it is well distributed all around my hair. I pat my hair a little and apply it one part at a time or one section at a time. If there is a way you've always applied liquids to your hair that works for you, you could stick to that. And this method of applying it with spray bottle also preserves the solution for a long period of time. If there is any remnant, I refrigerate it and I can still use it for the next month before discarding the remaining one. If it's stored in the freezer, it could be stored for a very long time. It will be defrost whenever it's going to be used. It is left in the hair for about 20 to 30 minutes and then it is rinsed off with plain water, no soap, nothing, just water. Then I'll use my oils. I'll use my Jamaican black castor oil. I like Jamaican black castor oil for my hair because it helps prevent hair breakage. It makes my hair slippery and it prevents tangling of my hair. That's why I like it. And the other oil I'll be using is my kankar oil. It came with my chebe powder. It's very good for my hair. If you've not tried kankar oil for your hair, I recommend you try it. I mix both of them together in my hand and apply to my hair generously but yet gently. If you are not lazy like me when it comes to parting your hair and applying things, you could take your time to part your hair into smaller parts and apply your oils. But for me, sometimes I can be so lazy to spend time parting my hair to apply things to my hair, so I just rub it like that. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.